Hi, Steve here. Welcome to this overview on our tennis price monitor. This is our first project for 2023 and it is only a week out as I do this video from the Australian Open. So you'll see in this video some of the qualifying rounds are already appearing, and I'd like to just give you a brief overview on Tennis Price Monitor and what exactly does it do. It does a few things. First of all, the screen we're looking at now is today's matches, and it lists them from Greenwich Mean Time GMT 000 right through till 23.59, and you can see the time is ticking down up here. Now what I do, as I'm in Australia, I've actually got my clock set as a second time, so I can see here exactly what time it is GMT, so I can relate to what time it is for me. So that's a handy thing to put on if you decide to go with Tennis Price Monitor and you don't live in the UK or you're not on GMT time, then you can have something like that. So what we're seeing here now is today's matches, and we can see some of them are already finished. There's matches being played in Adelaide, Hobart, New Zealand at the moment. There's New Zealand games going on. And if we run across the top, we've got the country, the time. Now, of course, in tennis, it's only an estimated time because it depends on how long the game before it goes as to when they can get on the court. The event, so it tells you which event it is, WTA or ATP event. So we cover men's and women's. So it's got the final score. If the match has been finalised, we get the final score, we get the status. Finished obviously means finished. And as we scroll down further, not so far, we can see we've got in-play games as well happening. Then we've got the current score, so if a game is in play or finished, we've got the score there. And we can see this one here in New Zealand is in progress, and it's one game to 2 in this game here of Hubert and Eubanks. We have the set score, so we can see there the correct set is this one here in play. They're in the second set. Player 1, player 2, pretty obvious. P1 is player 1 price, and we've got, these are all live betfair prices. So we've got here the back price and the lay price. So if you click on that, you'll see that. Plus we have here the liquidity that was in the market. Now once you'll notice here we've got T0 and TC. In this match here, TC stands for current score. Now if we go down to a match in play, this one here, back to the Hubert one, we can see there the TO, which was the opening price when the match started, was Hubert was $1.80 and Eubanks was $2.22, and there was 21,000 had been bet on it before the match started. Now the match is in progress. It's only three games into that. We have the current odds, and we can see Hubert being player 1 now is at $1.70 and Eubanks is out to $2.38. And we can see there in these three matches that have been played so far, 3 games I should say, and so we're not even a third of the way into the first set. We can see 63,000 K has already been spent. So that's the volume spent on a match, and when a match is finished we go back to the TO, and that is the total amount that was spent on the match. So we can see these ones here, Men's Open, Australian Open, these are all qualifying matches. There's not much been spent at all. Then we go to the P1. Now the P1 is how quick is the game going to be over, and so 2-1 means the winner will win it in two sets to nil, and we can see that at the moment Hubert is 2.92 to win 2 sets to nil. If we want to lay it, it's 3.05, and to win at 2-1 is 4.5, and for Eubanks to win at 2-0 it's 3.70, and it's 5.60 for him to win 2-1. These are only obviously best of 3, so we don't have anything in this section here, but obviously when the Australian Open starts or any of the Grand Slams, then these other prices up the top here will come into vogue. That's not all though. As we scroll over, there is a little bit more for you, and we can see here the volume is obviously the volume in the sets betting here, and then we can look at the individual sets. So what do I mean by individual sets? We can see here who will win set 1, and we've got here Hubert at the moment is at $1.84, and Eubanks is at $2.10, and the same for set 2. Okay, so these are all live scores, so it keeps you going. Who's going to win set 1, who's going to win set 2, the prices of those. So that is the pricing monitor, and we can just scroll down and see right through. So we've got 24 hours of games here, and on the far left hand side we can see that today Betfair are covering 161 matches. So it's a very easy way to keep track of what's happening there. But we also have up here the filter boxes up here. So for example, we wanted to look at the players, player 1, that's a backing price of say 1.5, so we're looking for a hot favourite, 1.5 to 1.75, and we want at least $1,000 invested on the market. So we've got this filter in here. All we need to click is applied, and straight away it brings us up with the matches where the player 1 is between 150 and 175, and we can see there's one match that's already finished, and we can see that that was a winner, and there's 2 matches here still to be played where the player 1, which is this player here, is at between 1.5 and 175, and we can see how much is in the market. So we can see exactly what sort of money is, and then over here we have their prices to win 2 sets to 0. That's their prices there, or to win two sets to 1. Their prices are there, and then we've got the prices for the other player, player 2 to win. You can see the prices there for to win by 2 sets or to win 2 sets to 1. And of course, if we scroll over, we have the sets betting as well. So we can see the odds in that there, and as you would expect, player 1 is expected to win the first set and the second set, so you can see the prices there. Okay, then we've also got the set scores, so we can go down here to, I'll just reset the filters, so we can go down there, player 1 to back to win by 2.1, and we're looking for anyone, so from 170 to say 220, and at least 1,000 spent. So we're looking for, in this one, player 1 to win by 2 sets to 0, and we want their price to be between 170 and 220. So let's have a look and see what we get. Okay, so we have 2 matches here today. If we just scroll across, at 6:30 UK GMT time and at 8 o'clock. Okay, so we can see there, you can see indeed that to win by two sets to 0, they're at $1.87 and 2.16, which is between our parameters there where the filters work. And then if I clear that, say you're fortunate enough to be in a country where you can bet in play on the net, then all you need to do is say you wake up and you want to have a look at what games are in play. You just click in play, and then all the matches that are currently in progress will be shown, and we can see them. We can see them now. Adelaide, Australian Women's Open, men's. These, as I said, these are qualifiers, but we can see these are games in progress. It's giving us their current scores and what set they're in and the prices that they are in. Now the 2 prices, as I said, and I'll repeat again, TO means the price of when the match started, and the TC is the current odds. So we can see in this match, Zheng versus Rogers, Zheng was 1.65, but after into the second set now, she has been blown out to 2.96, and Rogers is coming from 2.5 to 4.25. Okay, and there's no, we can see there when they started the match and where they are in the progress of the match, and when the match is finished, the prices that displayed will be back to the price of their opening or when the match started. Okay, so that way there's a second part of the tennis monitor, which is the research part, and that's where that becomes handy to know what was the price when the match started, as you build a little personal database. If we go here, we can go back and see the matches that were on the Sunday the 8th. And if we just clear last filter, untick. So now we've got here all the finished matches from, say, the 8th of January, and these prices here are the prices when the match started. So we can see here Parry started as favourite but got beaten. We can see the blue asterisk ones are the winners. Davis started favourite and won. Diaz started favourite. Diaz started outsider and won. O'Connell was the red hot favourite and won that, but there was no money spent on that, so I dare say there'd be no money being bet on that match. And we can see there some matches have been abandoned and that, so they're just listed there as in play or blank, they didn't happen, which happens a lot obviously in qualifying matches. So you can build back to the 2nd of January. You can save these results, and you can go up here and click on export data and save them to an Excel spreadsheet. So if we click on export data, this will take the results here into an Excel file, and you can compile a database with all the information. So here we've got plenty of information right across. Okay, there's some blank rows there, but there's plenty of information there to compile a database of tennis based on the prices, on their start prices, the volume, and you can work out strategies quite quickly by using this database that you can compile by exporting the. Okay, so that's an overview of Tennis Price Monitor. Very handy tool to find out what games are coming up, what odds are being offered in a form that you can filter and hone in quickly. If you haven't got time to trawl through all different tournaments, etc., then you've got Tennis Price Monitor that does it all for you. Up here we've got a comprehensive user guide and with a video showing you a lot of what I've just talked about and how to use it to your advantage. So on behalf of Michael, myself, Steve, thanks for watching this Tennis Price Monitor overview, and I hope there's enough in there for you to get involved. Also, we're offering a 50% discount on our EasyBet Bot Deluxe, which you can bet tennis of, and of course all sports on Betfair. But that's a great bonus if you decide to take up that offer, because you can use the two together. Tennis Price Monitor doesn't place the bets, but it obviously shows you the odds and shows you what's happening, and then you can go to a second party like EasyBet Bot and put the bets on, or obviously go direct to Betfair website, or of course you can use bookies. But the prices that are shown here are all Betfair live prices. So thanks again, and we hope you've seen enough to get you excited and to get involved in Tennis Price Monitor, especially if you are playing the tennis markets. Then it's a great easy tool to identify what's happening quickly, easily, without having to scour different tournaments, different countries, and you can filter them, as I said, by price very, very quickly. Thank you.